I got a story around J.J. McCarthy that will absolutely fire you Vikings fans up. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Vikings Now by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman, and coming up on today's show, we'll be diving into two stories around J.J. McCarthy that will just absolutely make you fall in love with the Vikings' 10th pick in the NFL draft. But before we dive into that, guys, I want to get the pulse of the fan base a little bit. If you believe in J.J. McCarthy, if you think he's a franchise quarterback, a potential top 10 quarterback in the NFL, I just want you guys to do one thing. Drop a like on today's video, show the former Michigan quarterback your support, and drop a like on today's show. So let's break it down. It's all about mindset. You know, we've heard that from Vikings fans, other Vikings media members, that the thing they love the most about J.J. McCarthy is his mindset. So I do have a very cool clip about J.J. McCarthy. This was after a win his senior year at IMG, and actually our very own Marshall Green here at Chat Sports asked him a question just overall about what you have to give up to be successful in playing the game of football. You guys got to check this out.
I mean, when you come to IMG, that's kind of the motto when you get through there. It's when you play football, you give up your entire life so you can perform and be the best at your love in your sport. So it was something that was kind of in us. It's in our DNA to come down here and just get the job done, and now we're working on the next week.
I mean, that was an 18-year-old kid at the time talking like that. I mean, that is just incredible. Just thinking back personally to where I was when I was 18 years old and the comments I was making and where my mindset was at, it was nowhere near where J.J. McCarthy was at that time and age. And listen, that gets me to this. My biggest reason on why I believe in J.J., you know, we could talk about the X's and O's, we can talk about the A dot, all those, you know, analytics and all that. But, you know, the biggest reason why I do believe in him is his commitment to winning and just getting better. Like, if you have seen the development from where he was his freshman year at Michigan to where he is now, he has taken leaps over every single season. And why he does that? Because he just works his ass off every single day, and he just stacks good days. And I think eventually he will hit a point in his NFL career. It won't be right away, but maybe it's when he's 25, 26, 27 years old, and that could be in 4, 5, 6 years from now, where we are going to see the peak version of him. And I think that peak version is a lot higher than most people think, and it all is because of the mindset and the commitment to getting better and winning football games. And also this quote that Dane Brugler dropped in his big board that he put out before the NFL draft. He said before J.J. McCarthy signed, he was telling other Michigan recruits that if they wanted to party and chase girls, go somewhere else. His class was going to be the one that restored Michigan to have that mentality and then go actually achieve it. He is different. This mindset matters. Like it 100% does. And I'm not comparing J.J. McCarthy to Tom Brady right now. But guys like Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, these ultra competitive athletes, their mindset is what has driven them to success. And J.J. is built from that same cloth. I am not saying he's going to reach the Tom Brady level of success. But I am telling you, with a mindset like this, he will get the most out of his own potential. What is that? I am not sure at this very moment. But I guarantee you, in terms of him, like if 100% J.J. McCarthy, he will reach that 100%. And also, winning is contagious. Like, I think J.J. McCarthy just makes winning plays in every aspect of his life. In the weight room, hitting the film study, just everything he will do. That is a contagious attitude. And just like this, my man Trace and I, you know, we work together a lot here at Chat Sports. If I see him working his ass off and constantly killing it on the Saints channel, that's going to make me more motivated to kill it here on our Vikings channel. And I think that's the same in a locker room. If other teammates see J.J. McCarthy putting in that extra work, considering he is the quarterback face of the franchise, like that's going to make them feel more inclined to do that as well. And that's why the team will rally around him. Like he is a guy when they are all in the huddle and it's that 11, and maybe J.J. doesn't have enough or has the same amount of skill as a guy like Caleb Williams. But I'll tell you what, those other 10 guys in the huddle, when they look around at him, and because they see him working every single day, and they see the hours that he puts in, when he breaks that huddle, all other 10 guys will believe in him. And you also you can't fake that attitude. Like, I think a lot of people nowadays, you know, they get on social media, anytime they go to the gym, anytime they go on a run, you know, they post it on their Instagram story. You can't fake that type of stuff. J.J. talks about living that life, but he actually does it. And I think his teammates, once they just see him day after day, going through rookie mini training camp, going through training camp, the preseason, all that, and they see the way he works every single day, it will rub off on them, and they will just be able to just really rally behind who he is. And also want to get to this. This was freaking awesome. This was J.J. McCarthy a couple months ago talking about his pregame routine and talking about how meditation has really helped his game. He says, for me personally, I meditate before the game just to really get my mindset into that calmness, that emptiness, where I can allow things to happen and I can react from a higher perspective instead of reacting out of just straight impulse. I want to promote the practice to the rest of the world. I want to be able to have kids that look up to me and see that and be like, hey, let me try this out and see it for themselves, because it is a tremendous practice. When you focus on the present moment and you really dive into it and soak into it, there's nothing that can be wrong. Meditation is just a way that helps promote the longevity of the present moment that I feel. When I feel like I'm not in the right headspace, or I'm thinking too far on the future, or I'm thinking too far in the past, I really focus on my breath, and that starts to connect me to the present moment a heck of a lot faster. Vikings fans trust this process. Like just everything we've heard about him. It is real with him. This isn't a facade he's putting on. This isn't something where, he was heading in this draft process and he wanted to put on his best face for NFL front offices. This is who he is. And I do not believe he is, right now, in terms of best quarterbacks in this year's class, he is probably the sixth best quarterback at this moment right now. But with the grind he is going to go on, with the hours he is going to put in, and with that mindset, he will end up being the second best, if not the best quarterback in this year's draft class. But let me know, in terms of J.J. starting week one, you guys got to pick a quarterback for me. Give me a J.J. McCarthy give me a J.J. for J.J. McCarthy, or give me an SD for Sam Darnold. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Now, coming up next here on the show, Kwesi actually talked about just overall creating a perfect environment for J.J. McCarthy when he does step into the building. So I do want to share that quote with you guys. But you guys got to get hooked up with a J.J. McCarthy jersey first. If you guys head to chatsports.com/Vikings jersey, click that link. You guys can buy your J.J. McCarthy jerseys today. It is official. He is going to be wearing number 9. I absolutely love it. I think it's going to be one of the hottest jerseys at US Bank Stadium this year. So if you guys want to get one as well, right there, that's the link, chatsports.com/Vikings jersey. So let's look at what Kwesi had to say about drafting a quarterback. So I absolutely love this quote from him. He says, when we go back over history, we say these quarterbacks that missed, there's a lot of hands that are dirty in that regard. We are going to make sure that our hands are clean and give McCarthy the best opportunity. So what he was saying is, if you go back and look at all these quarterbacks in the past that have missed, it's not just on the quarterback. There are other dirty hands in play that should get blame. And he's pretty much saying when J.J. does step into this building, we are going to do everything we can to give him the opportunity to succeed. And actually, this is why I believe in Sam Darnold a little bit. When he was drafted by the New York Jets, it was an awful landing spot. He had absolutely nothing to work with. Then he goes to the Carolina Panthers. They were a dumpster fire. And he was with the San Francisco 49ers this past season, and he looked pretty good in his limited action, but never really had a full-time chance to start. I think Sam Darnold, I kind of feel like we have a rookie quarterback in himself, because this is the first time he's going to have a true chance to really succeed in the NFL. So that's why I'm pretty excited to see him play. And also this, it bothers me so much when I see these experts, start analyzing quarterbacks and they just will absolutely dog on a guy. People are already dogging on Bryce Young, saying he's a bust and all that. I'm like, landing spot is 50% of it of me. We talk about football being such a team game, and everybody says quarterback wins are not a true stat to judge a quarterback, and I totally agree with that. But landing spot is half of it, and I think we are going to see the best version of Sam Darnold we have ever seen in his career, because he has never played in a position like he will in Minnesota. And also the Vikings, they have crushed this offseason. So where you have Sam Darnold, you can see what he has at only 26 years old. You still have a chance that he could be a potential, what if he pulls a Baker Mayfield route and he ends up living up to that top 3 pick potential and maybe leads the Vikings to the playoffs. I don't know. But, like, you know, you also drafted J.J. He can sit behind him. You added more weapons in that backfield with Aaron Jones. Like, you got Dallas Turner. Like, I think the Vikings have absolutely crushed this offseason, dating back to day one of free agency when they did not overpay Kirk Cousins and they let him walk out the door. So, you guys let me know, though. I want to see what you guys' overall thoughts are on the Vikings offseason. Grade it for me. Give me an A, B, C, D, or F down in the comments section. If you guys want more around the Minnesota Vikings, you guys can hit me up on Twitter. The handle is @PatSiebes. I'll be tweeting about the Vikes all off-season long. So if you guys want to help me out, give me a follow on Twitter. I'll give you guys a follow back. And thank you guys so much for watching today's show. See y'all next time. Let's go Vikes.